these are the ingredients I am using to make our classic chicken pot pie.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, and that's Diane's Decorating and More. Today I'm stopping by the channel to share with you a meal that I'm putting together here for us in the home. It's just a simple, quick, classic chicken pot pie. Fresh crust, okay? So you're gonna get a chance to see how I put this together for you guys. To you newcomers out there, stick around. It's a lot of things gonna be shared with you here on the channel. And to you, my subscribers, hi y'all. Today I'm sharing with you how I put together in my home this recipe. So if you can glean something from it, please do so, alrighty? So let's get started on this delicious, classic pie. All right, so first up, we're gonna go ahead and put in our butter in there. And we're gonna let that simmer and melt down. Once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and add in our vegetables, the onions and things like that, our bell peppers that we had, that I had already cut up and everything, got that ready to go. So that's what we're gonna put in this pot. So now I'm gonna switch you down to the pot so you can see everything for yourself firsthand. All right. Okay, so in here we now have our butter, and that's gonna be melting. And I did take a shot of all the ingredients, guys, that you can use in this pie. So, and I'm gonna also list all of that down in the bottom of the video too, so you guys will know exactly what, goes in here. All of the seasonings that I use and everything, okay? So now we have that melting. All right. And you just stir it until it melts in the pot. It's that time of the year where we start to bake like soups and pies and things like that, and savory pies, because it's that fall season, and you want to make sure that you cook something similar to this, or even something as simple as this too. For your family, it's a simple recipe, and it's a quick go-to. And I tell you, it's very, very easy, and it's very tasty too. Not a lot of salt, so if you're a person that cannot have a lot of salt, this recipe does not have a lot of salt at all. Don't worry about that, because one thing about it is that the chicken broth that I'm using already has the salt in it, right? So that means you don't have to add any additional unless you want to enhance the flavor on your own. All right, so now we got that melted in there. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and add in, let's see, we got our butter. We're gonna add in our onions and bell peppers. All right, go ahead and put that in there. And that's gonna saute until they are tender. Just until it's tender. All right. I'm gonna bring you in even closer so you can get a chance to see what's actually going on inside of this pot too. Okay, I have lowered the fire so that it can simmer, and that's just your onions and the butter and the bell peppers. And it's
just until it's tender. Okay, next up we're going to go ahead and put in our flour. Okay, that serves just as your thickening agent. All right, that looks good to me. Oh, it smells so good with that onion and bell peppers. Yes, it does. All right. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our pepper and different seasonings. Say, for example, you want to put in there some of your onion. You can just put a dash of that onion seasoning in there. Okay. And you can add in some garlic powder, like that. And you can also use some poultry seasoning. Just a couple of dashes of that. All right, and then you stir that in until it's blended really good. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our broth. And we're adding in 1 3/4 cups. Okay, that's 1 cup. I'm going to add that in there and just let it simmer. All right, color has changed. It's like a golden brown now. And I must say it does smell good. Oh my goodness, it smells absolutely delicious. Yes, it does. Cannot wait till this is completely done and we can get some of this. Oh, look at that. It is thickening up. The spoon won't let me show you that. Let me switch a spoon here. Look how thick that is. Look how thick that is. Yes, yes, yes. That is thick. And that's what you're looking for. Okay, so then now that we have that in there, I'm going to go ahead and add in the other 3/4 cup of broth. All right. Let's add that in there. Okay, now that's all the broth we're going to be using. And we're going to stir that. All right. That looks good to me. Okay, all right, we'll just stir that for a few minutes. Then we're going to now add in our milk. And this is 1/2 and 1/2. Okay. All of that. That's a 3/4 cup. And you just stir that in there. All right, that looks good. Yes, it does. Have mercy. At this time of the year, I tell you, you can get a chance to really just try different soups and different creations of your own, you know, that, or some of your traditional, you know, soups and things that have been in your family for years. Because that's basically what I do. I just rely upon things my sisters, my aunts and my sister-in-laws have, you know, shared with me down through the years, and things I've created myself, as well as what my mom shared with me in preparing different dishes. And so I bring that to the channel for you guys. So hopefully you will enjoy, you know, these things that I upload here on the channel for you, because they are tried and true, guys. Tried and true. Yes, tried and true. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and stir. After we've stirred all of this, we got everything like we wanted. We've added in our broth and added in our milk. I'm gonna just let it stir there for a minute until it gets kind of bubbly. Okay, I'm gonna increase my heat just a little bit. Just making sure you don't allow it to stick to your bottom of your pot. So just, stirring constantly like that helps it out. Okay, because it's gonna start to thicken in a few minutes. And that's what you wanna see. All right. Then we're gonna go ahead, once we let this thicken up, we're gonna add our chicken, and then we're gonna add those vegetables, and that's gonna be it. Simple. See how quick this was? Less than 10 minutes, guys, and you have a dinner already prepared and ready to go. And that's what I love about chicken pot pies and broccoli and rice soups and broccoli and rice dishes and dishes that you can, create with, what do they call them, one pot wonders. They come in handy. Yes, they do. They come in handy because you don't have, a lot of time to spend in the kitchen. That's what you do. One pot wonders. That's what I call them, because they're simple, easy, done quickly. You're not in there an hour, 2 or 3 hours trying to fix a meal. It's just simple. 1, 2, 3. All righty. Okay, so this looks good to me. I'm gonna go ahead now and add the chicken. And this chicken right here is a rotisserie chicken. It's seasoned already, and you can use it to, use it in that fashion, or you could boil your own chicken. If you have time, you can boil your own chicken, and that way you don't have to worry about whatever someone else did with their chicken, or however someone else did it. You do it yourself, and that's fine. You just pour your chicken in there. All right, get all that goodness out of there. Right? Yes. This is going to be delicious. Yes, it is. All right, so now we got everything in there. The last thing that we're gonna put in there is our vegetables, okay? And I have that ready to go as well. Now the vegetable part, what you can do is have your mixed vegetables, okay? In the stores now, they have like, frozen mixed vegetable. And the ones that I tried to use, and I took a snapshot of everything, I use Bird's Eye. Okay, Bird's Eye is a well-known brand, and I just like it. I like the way their vegetables are, prepared and frozen in the bag and everything. And it's also steamable. So if you don't want to cook the vegetables on top of the stove, you can steam them and then add it to your chicken pot pie filling, okay? Just add that in there. All right. So now we have everything. I'm gonna add some black pepper. Just a touch. Okay, we're gonna stir that in there. All right, yes indeed. And now we're going to allow this to steep with everything in there, all of the seasoning, all of the mixings, all of the parts that should go in there for a few minutes. And I would say maybe 10 minutes. Just allow it to do just 10 minutes. Or 5, depending on if you put things in there that are already pre-cooked, like your steamed vegetables. If your vegetables are steamed, and if your chicken is pre-cooked, like the rotisserie chicken, then you don't need 10 minutes, okay? All right, so we're gonna let that steep for about 5 minutes. Then we're gonna go ahead and bring over the crust, okay? And I did 2 crusts, one homemade and one bought, and that's what I put into my container here. So I'm going to show you that right quick. Okay, and that's it right there. And I'm using, rather than a pie plate, I'm using a loaf pan, and it's ceramic. Okay, and I did line it with a crust already. All right, so that's what I'm gonna be placing the filling in there. Okay, all right. I'm gonna bring that to a little boil, and then we're going to cut it off and remove it over to the side. We're gonna top everything, and we're gonna be through with this meal. So sit tight. Okay, we're back. Go ahead and start spooning our filling into the pie. This is gonna go into the oven at 425 for 30 to 40 minutes. Depending on what type of stove you have, it may take longer or less time for your crust to brown. All right, this is going to be so tasty, I tell you. And it's nothing like having a soup or a pot pie like this, guys, on a cloudy, muggy day. And that's what it is outside down here in Texas, Houston, Texas, to be precise. It's cloudy, it's been raining off and on all day, and I was in the mood for having this delicious meal right here. And I said, let's see what I have in my kitchen. See what I can come up with. And sure enough, this is it right here. So I am happy that I have this to share with you guys here on the channel. All right, that looks good. Just simply lay it over like that. It's a little bit bigger than my loaf pan, and that's fine. I'm gonna work with this. You can take the edges right here like that and just go through and just trim the excess off. That's all you're doing. Trim it off. Trim it off. Okay, that's it. And just set it to the side. Go around like that and do the same thing. Just cutting off the excess. All right. Then I'm going to go back here and just pinch the sides just like that. Take your finger and just push it up like that. And you're just creating a crust all the way around. Just pinning that excess up. Okay guys, here is our finished crust topping. There we go. Alrighty. So now I'm gonna just put some slits in top so that our chicken pot pie can breathe. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just do it alternating here and there. That's it. Now, this is going to pop into the oven at 425 for about 35 to 40 minutes. And we'll be right back to show you the end results. So stay tuned. Okay guys, we're back and our classic chicken pot pie is finished. Yes, yes, yes. I took some snapshots of it so you get a chance to see firsthand what it looks like coming out of the oven, guys.
It is still hot, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and taste some of this delicious chicken pot pie, guys. My mouth is watering. I tell you the truth, it's watering. Okay, so yes. You can get a good little shot of that. I'm gonna lower it down. There you go. All right. That is so pretty. You got a chance to see the pictures that I took. I just can't wait to dig into this. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that crust. Oh my gosh. You see all that steam? It is still hot, guys. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. I know I want some of that crust. To me, that's the best part. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. Wow. This is so... Just gotta give you this close up. Hopefully you can see that. A cute little yellow bowl. Yes, indeed. Wow. I cannot wait to try this. Thank you, Jesus. What? It's hot. Oh my word. All the flavors are in there. I can taste the little pepper that I put in there, the onion, and that half and half did the trick. Gives it that thickness and flavorful flavor. It pulls all of the spices together in there. And that rotisserie chicken set it off. That did it. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Oh my gosh. And then the crust is so flaky. Gosh, it's flaky. Oh my gosh. There's nothing like homemade crust. If you can get some homemade crust now done with this, you're on top of it. If not, try Pillsbury. Not sponsored by Pillsbury, but this right here is good. Okay, and I did make my bottom crust. And I topped it off with one of Pillsbury's crust on top. Okay, because I wanted a double crust. All right. It's so flaky. Try this recipe right here. It's going up on the channel for you. Like I said, it's that all-in-one pot. And you can just put everything in there and have a meal turn out this delicious in less than 30 minutes. Yes, and only 20 minutes to 40 minutes in the oven. So you're talking about 45 minutes and you're done out of the kitchen. All right. Okay, guys, that's all I got for you. Just wanted to stop by and share with you this little quick meal here on the channel. And that's our classic chicken pot pie by Diane's Decorating and More. All right, y'all go out and have a great one. And we'll see you guys in the next video. So stay tuned as we roll on in to this festive season, guys. Bye-bye. We'll see you on the next video.